Hello, everybody! Scinesk111 here, and welcome back to more Civilization VII as Isabella. We're finally in the modern age, and we have chosen Mexico to carry on our legacy, just as we did when we played as Tecumseh before. And I definitely learned my lesson on not recording immediately after waking up from a nap. I promise it will not happen again. But, moving on from that, and the fact that I failed to complete the economic legacy path in the exploration age due to all the warring going on, I'm gonna start off this part by spending all the attribute points that I got. 1 culture, 2 economic, 1 expansionist, and 1 militaristic. I'm gonna put the cultural one towards studying civic masteries. I don't know if I wanna do any trade routes yet. Maybe I could with opponents with the same ideology as me. If that's so, then I could perhaps do that. And the other economic point will go towards plus 5 gold per age. So that would be 15 for each attribute point. So 30 gold per turn, I suppose. And plus 15% yields in towns with a specialization, or plus 30% in distant lands. I don't give my towns specializations very often, but I think it might be necessary if I want to secure an economic... No, wait. I think it might be necessary if I want to secure a militaristic victory in the modern age. That is what I am going to be playing for, since I have yet to earn that kind of victory in a recorded run. And for the militaristic, I'm just going to do plus 15% production towards training military units, because they're going to be useful for when my path... for when that time starts. I'm willing to bet that I'm gonna have to be adding population to all my settlements. So far, it's looking like it. Atheni, I will get you... A city park is the militaristic advisor's recommendation. It's going to overbuild the temple, but it's not going to be pretty useful anymore since we are in the modern age. We got a ton of silk. Some pearls and fish, which is a bonus resource. I'm going to have to put that towards Barcelona since it's producing the least amount of food per turn. Thus, its population is growing slower than the rest of my settlements. I think I'm going to hold off going to war with anyone until I research political theory, and I've adopted an ideology, and some other leaders have adopted their own ideologies. Strategoi would be good to have because it would give army commanders more experience, and Conquista, since I am thinking mainly about attacking those with different ideologies in distant lands. Because I don't really want any more trouble with all of the civilizations I've gone to war with in the homelands. If it can be helped. Okay, that's almost everything taken care of. Yep, that's everything. I thought there was going to be more than the units that I was taken to. Quit showing me that screen game. Okay, the next order of business would be to go ahead and befriend all of these independents that I was friends with previously. And in turn, Suzerain of. Okay, that should be all of them. I'm also thinking about turning Barcelona into a city, since I've had Madrid let its time to shine, and Barcelona is pretty low in population. Again, I had my migrant go to Antahuayla because it was the lowest populated settlement in the homelands, and it was closest. Already a celebration. Viva la Revolucion. And this is the only thing I can pick for right now. Plus 30% culture for 10 turns. And I'm gonna do Peloponnesian League this time, because sanctions are going to be useful for getting my relationships with other civilizations down to hostile, and thus it would be appropriate for if I want to declare formal wars in the future. I'm gonna get Mexico's unique unit, the Soldaderas. May be useful for aiding in my unit's healing. Modernizations completed. Also, I am strongly thinking about cutting my alliance with Hatshepsut because I've been in some pretty tough wars against Simon Bolivar and Harriet Tubman. Mainly with Simon Bolivar. I've had 3 wars with him. And the one war that I did have with Harriet Tubman got her 5 free war support against me. And I think it just goes to show that you shouldn't go to war without being prepared at least on war support. If you have the influence, then you should definitely get your war support against other civilizations up. San Marino gives me 1,000 happiness. Bogota gives me 500 science, thus causing academics to be completed. And Appia also gives us 1,000 happiness. That's nice. Ada Lovelace wants an alliance with me still. I'm gonna still say no to that. Thank you. Let's do electricity. It's gonna take 22 turns. I'm gonna have to get my science up somehow. If I recall correctly, there is a Mexican unique civic that will unlock a celebration effect that'll get your science up, but I'm gonna have to check that to be sure.
I died from the mineral and...
Natural history is completed. Okay, yeah. That would be Plan of Tuxtepec. I'm gonna have to work my way towards that sooner or later. For now, I think this schoolhouse will do nicely over this monument. There's my next Soldaderas. If only I had more unit slots unlocked for this army commander, then it would be easier to transport him. Just gonna have him sleep for right now, since I don't really have a lot of use for him at the moment. Revolution time again. Plus 30 culture, or 30% culture per turn. Civil engineering is what I will choose next. And not much is happening between me and the other leaders as of now. Do get a new population in Toledo, though. Appia is under my suzerainty. And ideological revolt sounds kind of tempting. It is an espionage action that I've never really tried out before. We target one city of a civ with an ideology. On completion, pillage up to 4 buildings in that city. I could give that a try and see how things go. Bogota's under my suzerainty as well, and from them, I'm gonna get +2 science on science buildings. I need it. Bad. And as for San Marino, let's do secret ballot for +1 social policy slot. Land heritage would sound nice to have, especially since we're playing as Isabella. +2 happiness on mountains, +6 culture on natural wonders. Wow, that got our culture per turn up pretty nicely, but it still doesn't do a thing for science per turn, sadly.
The memory.
One of my settlements is being attacked. Barcelona was attacked by Male. Dude. Field cannon's gonna have to be my first line of defense for right now. Okay. I did manage to put a small dent in the... what is it? Ship of the line. The sooner we repel that boat, the safer Barcelona will be. That much is certain, although I think it would be a better idea if I had 2 field cannons taking care of that situation. I think I'm gonna have to go ahead and move my field cannon up here and purchase another one like so. Even though the field cannon I just produced can't do anything about it. This turn, Schoolhouse in Ciudad de Mexico's complete. I do plan on settling some more towns at some point this age, so a settler would be pretty nice to have, but I don't think I want to produce it in the homelands. I think producing settlers in the distant lands would make much more sense since there's more land area available. There we go. Their ship of the line is done for. Cyclical in nature. It's not very often I see the cyclical in nature narrative event in the modern age. It usually appears in the exploration age and more so in the antiquity age. Though I can't really decide on which age I see it more frequently on. All I know is that it does make me richer. Okay, it's celebration time again. Or revolution time, I should say. Social science. +2 science from specialist, but plus 50% specialist food maintenance. I'm gonna have to live with it.
The one who
I got my settlement's population up to an average of about 20 some each on average. That's only just in the homelands. Distant lands, I'm hoping won't lag too far behind if I can help it. I'll have to see what I can do. Living standards would get me more gold per turn. Though, only slightly. It's fine, though. I'm wondering if ships of the line can auto-explore, like scouts can. Yep, they can. And they're off. Hopefully to someplace useful. I think it was a silk resource up here that was... Oh. Well, it's fixed. It wasn't damaged, surprisingly. But it's still not available to use in Ciudad de Mexico or any of my other cities. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get a cuirassier. Maybe 2 in Madrid, in case I decide to start attacking Saida al-Hurra for having a different ideology, even though she is helpful to us. Nobody has an ideology yet, but I'm expecting that to change within the next few turns. Me, since I'm going for a militaristic victory in this game's modern age, I may go ahead and choose Fascism, since it does give us a militaristic attribute point, thus helping us towards building a stronger army. What happened? Oh, how dare they? Provided that Friedrich isn't going to befriend Male, I may just go ahead and take that independent power out. Probably with a cavalry unit, since they keep sending line infantries after us. And line infantries are, well, infantry units, hence the name. I think I'm gonna have to do steam engine next. Laboratory, also a nice one to have. Okay, I'm building a schoolhouse in Athenae now. I'm gonna go ahead and get a laboratory queued up for when it's done. Right up here. Along the border with, Uganda, it looks like. You can rest for right now. Okay, my cuirassier, go forth. My field cannons will be right behind you. Oh, look at that. They got another one of their ships of the line. Definitely gonna have to do something about that. The future of Mexico? The Mexican people clamor for new directions and find inspiration in literature. Many novels emerge exploring today's politics through the past's fantasies, seeking political unity through narrative. But a new wave of writers prefers to channel reality through their words and confront the world head-on, raw and unhindered by metaphors. The only way to solve problems is to face them directly. It's gonna get me some more science. It is kind of tempting to do Planes Politicos Mastery for the additional social policy slot and the Palacio de Bellas Artes, the opportunity to build that. I think I'm going to do that, then Plan of Tuxtepec, and then do the Fascism Civic, which will have me join the fascist political party. Ideology, I meant. That's what they're called. Oh, there goes one of my field cannons. Oh, Mall is right here. It's not really that far away. Well, no matter. I have a visual on my target right now. I think I could use my ship of the line to go ahead and take that line infantry out and disperse the independent. I could do that in theory, but I don't know if I can do it in practice. Okay, that took them halfway out.
I'd rather die.
Okay, Planus Politicos is completed. Okay, I'm whittling the line infantry's health down a fair bit. And it was Plan of Tuxtepec I was going to do next for the science celebration. And I got 2 additional policy slots from both completing that mastery and the celebration beginning. I think I'm going to insert Corridos and let's do Great and Most Fortunate Navy. for a further -1 gold maintenance on naval units. It's only going to get my gold per turn up a little bit, but even that's going to help in the long run. You never know for sure. Come on. Sooner I take all of these ships of the line out, the better. And it all starts with the dispersing of this independent power right up here. Okay, I'm gonna have to have my field cannon come back down to help out this one. Jeez, this is kind of scary, if I'm being honest with you. Tyson creation. The technology of the steam engine spurs the development of air compressors. Using this invention, an engineer is inspired to craft a caisson to enable work below the water level. I am going to expand the waterfront. I just have to complete a port within 20 turns. I'm not sure if it has to be completed in... Oh, jeez. Amina is settling right near Valladolid, as is Hatshepsut. But I'm allies with the latter still. It's not going to last for much longer, though. I don't think. Oh yeah. I think I can build ports in cities. Problem is, I don't think I have the technology research for that yet. Urbanization. Cannery. Where can I get the port from? Okay, so I can get a port from researching steam engine. So neither of my cities are capable of constructing the port. Can I perhaps get one in... Yes, I can, although it is kind of risky with that ship on the line within my territory. I will go ahead and say that much. Taking care of that as quickly as I can. Oh, so it was this plantation that got damaged. Well, now I know. Town focus available. Don't really want to do that just yet. I know. I'm taking care of it. Okay, it's gone. I think it's safe to get a port going now. And I'll just put it right on top of the fish. Yeah. I'm just gonna put it right on top of this fishing boat. And don't really see any opportunity to place another building on top of it yet. A naval building, that is. A new disease. The caisson is a success, and the port's construction opens new opportunities for seafaring exploits. However, workers emerge from the depths grappling with the symptoms of a mysterious illness. An illness for exploring the sea, I presume? Nah, it can't be that. It's gotta be diseases that humans have never contracted before from visiting the ocean depths. and diseases that we will one day have names for. Most definitely. Okay, I'm gonna have this ship of the line explore, and I'm actually gonna have this ship of the line explore too. Preferably not in this lake, since there is a finite amount of space in there. Unless you decide to come back out. That'd be great. Go ahead and do that, why don't you? Oh yeah, look at all this available land up here. Perfect for expanding my territory into. Okay, this is a city-state, I'm assuming. Yeah, it is. The city-state of the Maori. I gotta say that it is taking a little while for the plan of Tuxtepec to complete. Celebration is about to end. I think now would be as good a time as many to get my Zocalo unique quarter going. Okay, that spot's gonna... Wait, I already have a grocer here. Never mind. Academy is overbuildable, but the stonecutter is ageless. I think here would be a good place. And once that's done, I can go ahead and queue up Portal de Mercaderes on the same spot. And for Athenize, Zocalo, let's do it right here. Gosh, they're each going to take 30 turns to complete. Who's going to have the patience for that? Maung Akieke is what it's called. That was a major civilization back in Civilization 6, even though I never played a recorded run of it. But that's okay.
Nothing.
Not going for perfection here, but what will be, will be. Are these tiles damaged? It doesn't look like it. I'm gonna do military science next. If it has military in the name, then surely it must be good for having a strong army with, and yep, time to do fascism. Okay. I'm checking all of these leaders to see... Okay, none of them have adopted any ideologies yet. I might be the first one to do so. I might not. I'm definitely looking forward to getting those 2 attribute points, though. The cavalry units appearing in my capital, I may want to consider packing them up into another army commander. In fact, let me go ahead and purchase one right now. It's going to be at level 0, but with experience comes better stats, which are promotions. Most certainly. My only concern is that if I settle too close to Maung Kieke, then Friedrich is going to become... Well, he's already hostile, but he could very well declare war on us. And a formal war, no less. if he thinks that I am threatening the Maori's territory. I'm gonna have to look into a way I can safely expand my territory while making sure I'm not that much of a threat to the Maori. Plus, I've got fascism going, and I don't know how well the other leaders are going to take it once they have their own political ideologies. But then again, I've seen them go for mostly fascism, even on my own time. So, I may not have to worry about that too much. We'll just have to play it by ear. Until then, thank you everyone so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!